Alrighty, welcome back everybody to our next live stream. Hope everybody's having a good afternoon so far. We have an ongoing tornado warning for portions of Shamrock and Weaver, Texas. This does include the potential for a tornado and, as far as I checked, golf ball size hail. Yes, a tornado just 5 miles or 5 miles west of Shamrock, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Yeah, the rotation is pretty strong, pretty decent. It's pretty, I guess I call it modest with the low winds. I'm going to go to this. Yeah, we are trying to have a bit of a hook with this storm. Like a very little hook. I do see that. Here's your inflow, warm west air going to that storm there. This is your, what we call the inflow winds. I'm watching another storm down here towards Wilmington, Texas here, that has been special weather statements on it for quite some time now. It's been to where it's strong enough to where they issued that. I want to put Storm Chaser Brandon Copic on. He is live. So I'm going to go ahead and go to his page here.
The environment I definitely think is getting more favorable. There's definitely, it's popping up a lot more lightning on that northern one too. We're starting to see the clouds break up a little bit more. So we're going to be, by the time we get into Alva, that's where we have to make our decision whether we're going to follow the storm to the north or we're going to go south.
Let's see, I think we have an update on the tornado warning near Wheeler and Wilmington, Texas here. I think we have it updated. But yeah, it's still 21 golf balls as well, but I think what's going to happen here is this. I mean, I see a bit of a hail coordinate on radar here. Once again, if you're just tuning in, we have a tornado warning near Shamrock and Weaver, Texas. This is warned for a tornado and golf ball size hail. I want to have Storm Chaser Brandon Copic live here within the next 30 minutes or so. If anything does really pop off here. But what I'm really watching here is the potential for a conditional strong tornado. This has the potential, this event has potential to produce a conditional strong tornado. So we're going to have to check in Brandon Copic here.
A good potential, and I think we'll have the longest period of time within the most moist environment, but the
where he's at. Here, I'm gonna put this up in the corner here.
beginning to become more discreet while we can't really see it all that well on radar. And if we keep going that way, we still will have its time in a more moist environment. It's definitely utilizing the
basically, if this heat
and everything in the atmosphere, you can tell by the uptick in light. It sucks that we can't visually see it on radar enough, but you can definitely tell its intensity is going up with the lightning increase.
I've been watching the computer models very slowly, like the animations, and I've been watching them very closely as well, because I've seen a lot of potential for some large hail and a couple of tornadoes. Okay, new update on the Wheeler Shamrock tornado warning. They have taken out Wheeler, Texas, Wheeler County here. This does still include golf ball size hail here. If you're tuning in, we still have a tornado warning. If you're just tuning in, we have a tornado warning still in effect for Shamrock, portions of northern Shamrock, and southeastern Wheeler counties, and here in Texas. Once again, I am watching the storm down towards just right north of Wilmington here, as it moves into the watch area. Alright, here's radar scan here. This is for Shamrock and Wheeler counties. We really have this this big hail core that's starting to form here. I want to play the radar loop here, just so y'all can see. Yeah, we can start to get those supercells firing off here. And that's what really actually concerns me. I'm mainly going to be live for this supercell event over the next 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours. I went live a little earlier than expected because I didn't think a tornado's threat would evolve this early. I don't think anybody did. Because a lot of storm chasers are already live now for this event, for this particular event. I think we'll check on the storm chaser Vince Welty. I think he's kind of close. Yeah, I start to see sunlight here.
Oh my god.
I want to put this up in the corner once again.
But thanks for joining, everybody. Hopefully we have a good day today.
Yeah, a lot of sunlight trying to get in. A lot of sunlight. That is going to help you increase the instability values.
Looking like an active day tomorrow. And then I'm going to take a couple of days off. I have to get home. But I don't think we're going to have much for the end of the week. I have to get home and get supplies. It looks like we might be back to chasing by next Sunday again, too.
And when you get the heat from the sun, it really starts not only does it erode the cabin, it erodes, actually it increases the stability itself.
Has my attention on the line.
So I'm gonna say that switching from under to also here for a few minutes. Okay, it looks like this particular storm here, Wheeler and Shamrock, the hail core, I don't see much of a hail core on this way for the first game here. They still have it as golf balls. As a matter of fact, let me check on the VIL.
I have talked to Daniel, but I'm not going to give out any information because
if we have something on
he may be trying to make a surprise entry here.
This is what we need to look at for hail especially.
Yep.
Yep, we have something here. Yeah, I'm starting to see a bit heavier order right in here. So I'm gonna draw an
No, I
X
ordered a
main
clock,
internet
a cheap-ass clock off of Amazon, and I'm gonna go throw it on his driver's seat when he's not looking. And then just run away.
Yeah, I've been monitoring the model is pretty much all day. Computer models are the computer
It's
models
really not
are
that
very,
funny, but
very
it'll be the highlight of the day,
consistent
trust me.
with timing and the intensity classification of the storms. I'm going to
Yeah, I really don't like how any of these storms look, guys.
Yeah,
Part of it's because this isn't the best area for radar data. We're a little bit too far from all the different radar sites to get a nice clear picture, but I don't like the northern one personally because it's a little bit dry up there. Now don't get me wrong, it's really not that bad. That northern one could still do it. But I get a better, typically when there's two to pick from and I don't have a real good reason to not pick one over the other or whatever, I usually go with the south one. Usually it's a better moisture, better environment usually. It very well could be that Oklahoma Panhandle storm, but what's going to happen if we go up there, we're pretty much going to be committed to it, and I can see us getting stuck on that one basically all the way into Kansas, and then we would have to drive from Kansas, you know, Dodge City or something all the way to freaking Vicksburg, Mississippi, and that's going to be an awful drive overnight. So I'd rather kind of come down here, puts me closer to I-40 where we can get moving east for tomorrow. You know, when I started doing this like 10 years ago, I used to be just so worried about seeing a tornado and never do jump shit like that. But the longer that you do this, the more experience you have. You realize it's a trade-off. You know, tomorrow's probably a better chase day. So it would be stupid to throw today in the trash or tomorrow in the trash just for us to maybe see a tornado up there. Don't get me wrong, I don't think it's that storm is the write-off. It's just
the whole storm
because of all the factors.
I'm going to where the first one I go to where it started off.
It's probably best to go here for. I'm going to start calling it the Shamrock Storm, I guess, coming off the Texas Panhandle. I'm going to continue going south unless I come up with a reason not to. And I might come up with a reason not to and change my mind, but it dropped to the northern, the Perryton tornado warning, and I wouldn't be surprised if the south one actually gets dropped at some point here. Well, velocity, there is still something. There is a mesocycle on it. But real quick, folks, here's our tornado warned storm. This is us. That's this one here is previously tornado warned. We're going to basically go south and cut it off right here.
Okay.
I'm probably going to cut this car off, but we got to get going. Oh, well, we'll get over it.
Okay, well, looks like we might have a review update on the tornado warning for portions of northern Shamrock County and southeastern Wheeler County. This still has golf ball size hail, but it expires in the next, at least, the next 9 months. I'm going to try back in the rotation here.
Yep, this is sealing, folks.
We did have a tornado warning.
If this gas station up here doesn't look run down, I may stop and top off the tank. I ran out of gas earlier.
It wasn't far from the wheel.
The truck said it had 30 miles to empty, and it didn't. It definitely had no miles to empty. I carry spare gas, so I just put the gallon of gas.
It's kind of slow. The program's been a little slow today. Just trying to get it out.
Continued on my way. So that's good though that I found that out, because now I know that when it says 30 miles to empty, it means that it's actually empty. So. I wouldn't have pushed it that close if I was chasing, so don't worry. It's just I was driving and I was trying to make it to a certain gas station and I missed.
Yeah, it looks like it already expired because it was near the rim. I think that one already expired. Matter of fact, actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the screen down here, so it'll be a little bit easier to get to. Okay, we're gonna go back to the tornado warning in Wheeler and Northern Shamrock counties. Yes, I still see some pretty decent rotation, some modest rotation. So we're gonna zoom in on this here. Yeah, here's our rotation here. This is our, what we call our rotating couplet. This is the greens are, you see the winds going toward the radar, and the reds are the winds going away from the radar.
Alright, hopefully this thing's actually about full. Yeah, that's 6 gallons. We're almost there.
And if you guys wonder why I'm using a different, oh, new severe thunderstorm warning, and another
Pretty sure I got
special
bit by a
weather for
freaking
Sweet
mosquito
Water,
on my
Oklahoma
freaking.
now.
Oh, it's a mosquito
This
bite or
does
a
include
spider bite, but
potential
it's the top of my
for
thigh up here.
hail to
By my
an
belt.
inch, which is quarter-size
I
hail,
got bit by
I
something.
believe.
Probably a spider.
Yes, quarter-size hail and 70 miles per hour wind gust. Or excuse me, mile per hour. Says severe at 3:38 p.m. CDT, which is Central Daylight Time. The severe thunderstorm was located 9 miles northeast of Twitty or 14 miles northeast of Shamrock, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. That sounds like a car on a freeway just going like that. That's pretty fast.
Oh, Jesus. Alright.
That's almost like a car.
Here we go.
Yes, that is that severe. That is that tornado warm storm that is now moving into Twitty now.
But no,
Yes, the tornado warning
this has
expired
been
in
rebuilt,
6 more minutes.
folks.
I wouldn't be surprised if they would
Into town where I
actually
needed to go,
expired
and
earlier.
it shit the bed about a mile from where I needed to go, so I had to baby it the rest of the way. But that thing barely made it. But,
Okay, new
full
update. We do
rebuild,
have another severe thunderstorm
problem
warning just
solved,
right south
tuned
of
all
the
the way
one
out.
near Twitty. This is
Still
pretty
in
much
the
the same
testing out
thing.
phase.
It
But
includes
put about
hail
1,000 miles on it,
foresight
and it feels much better.
70 mile an hour wind gusts. This is moving northeast at 50 miles per hour.
They are continuing the severe thunderstorm warnings down there. You see those flashing polygons there on radar Omega. The tornado warning is going to get let go, but they are going to continue a severe thunderstorm warning in its place, and also the storm to the south is severe thunderstorm warned. 70 miles per hour wind gusts on those. I think our main risks today are probably going to be hail.
Okay, Brandon
But,
Copic, the storm
I
Brandon
mean, a
Copic is
tornado
back
can't be
on the
ruled
road
out.
here.
Wind obviously can't be
He is
ruled out.
going,
We're going to go south for 19 miles, and then we're going to go west and probably south
going
again.
towards this,
We're
these
going to Elk City to the
storms
GPS. We
are
might not even
popping
need to
up
go to
here.
Elk City, just north of there.
Yes, it does look like they let this tornado warning expire. I'm not sure.
I'll try switching to the Frederick, Oklahoma radar. Maybe that'll pick this up a little better. Yeah, a little bit.
Yes, they have let this tornado warning for.
This is really is honestly
Shamrock
kind of a little bit of a
County
radar hole. It kind of
south
sucks
southeast
every time I
south
go down here.
southeast Wheeler County. They have now let that one
Chase
expire
radar
because
is a
I
pain.
kind of figured they would because the storm had already moved out of the warm area. I kind of figured that would happen. But there's still some broad rotation near, looks like right south of Eiffel. I-84. Well, I'm watching for the latest radar scan to come in. Once again, these usually updates you every about 5 minutes. from our latest radar towers that we're looking at here.
Tell you what, I forgot how rough these roads are out here.
I'm on this
It's all
station with Brandon
washboard.
Copic.
You go over these bumps and it feels like your freaking tires falling off.
Really what's got my attention. I just passed it
So,
over, and I was
if y'all can see, if
I
you
think I
can
might have
see
hit
this
that over for a
live stream
second,
view
and
here,
it pulled off.
it looks like clouds are, you can see them screaming from south. So if you would be facing this way, they would be screaming from south and north, basically. I mean, this is all that moisture just screaming from south to north. I mean, all that low moisture just coming in. And
So we'll go down here and
as you can see,
what
we
this
start
thing
to
looks
do
like.
have that cappy road. That cappy road is starting to happen. I'm starting to see a lot more sunlight where he's at. Where Brent's at. It looks like this
of course
could
it's
be road here in the next hour.
So I actually went
Or
west
even
there.
if rates
GPS told me
don't
we're gonna go
almost
south out of
almost-
BG or VC, whatever it is. Same difference.
It
GPS
really
there was 5
depends.
minutes
You don't
faster
really
than
have
so I just did
enough
that.
moisture to content to really upgrade the tornado risk to a
These storms
10%
kind of
rate
like crap.
patch area. Because we have the dew points well in the upper 50s, but usually when we get dew points above 65 into 70, that's when we start to see that extreme tornado risk. That's when we start to get that strong to violent tornado risk is really involved. Let's try that. Alright, here's our radar scan here. We still have a severe thunderstorm warning just south-southeast of Wheeler County.
It's not too bad. I was about 65. I mean, but it is windy as all hell. At least driving west, kind of driving a little bit.
I'm gonna try and spectre tool. I've never really done that on a live stream.
Road as much. That other north-south road, it was really hard to stay on the road. Could have been terrain too.
Yeah, we have more winds. As you can see, the higher the wind speeds on the spectre tool here, that's your winds going towards the radar. Your winds going away from the radar, which I explained earlier, which is the red colors. Your winds are going to be less intense because the way they're going.
Storms to the south of these two, just watching everything on the screen. Again, I'm not really that excited about today. I mean, it's still going to be a good day, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, I've been watching
not
Storm
a
Chaser
big
Brandon
emergency
Copic
event here.
stream for
A lot of
like
people
over
made
5
out
minutes.
to be
I've really noticed the cloud cover, like, really. I mean, if anybody's watching before, like, right as we started
average severe weather.
there was a bunch of
Again,
cloud covers. Like,
most
really.
concerned here, probably maybe not right away, but after these storms mature, if they mature, we could be looking at a pretty large hail threat. That's what
Yeah, this is
enhanced risk is
lot
actually
of
for
this
today. Is probably
cloud
looking
cover
at hail.
was up here. It's
Maybe
gone.
not
It's
ginormous
all
hail,
roads
but it
like
looks
that.
like
Although
actual
I'm
probability
starting
of
to see
hail
some
is
more cloud
overall
cover
is
right
higher.
down
So,
right down here in this area.
you know, it's a pretty substantial amount of hail, storms producing hail. So I think that's our main risk here, regardless of
Okay, let me go back to
what
the
any of the
radar.
YouTube podcasters have told you.
We hadn't, I hadn't been trying to focus on multiple. Oh my gosh, this Supercell is starting to.
Like, everybody complains about, James Spann in Birmingham down there being a grumpy old coot. No,
Once
he's
again, I'm watching,
he's right.
if you're tuning in, I'm
It's
watching
people, I tell ya.
I
I see nothing right now that says there could be a strong tornado
which is
out
going to
right
be
now.
right back here.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, right
Something
back
could
to
go
Western.
wrong, and there could be a strong tornado somewhere out there. It could happen anytime.
In North Texas.
But there's no reason some of these people are saying, oh, there could be a swarm of these out there.
Really go
Like there is no emergency threat here. There's just regular. We got a freaking severe thunderstorm watch for crying out loud. So if you live out here and you've been scared by a hype caster, just remember they're doing it in the August. Unfortunately, there is an industry out there making a profit off of your fear, because they get you to fear something, then you keep coming back because you want answers, and then you get
here's your inflow of warm moist air once that storm here. This is what helps to ramp up the rotation within the supercell itself.
Find somebody you trust and listen to them.
This is your inflow.
Weather service is always a good
inflow.
Source. SPC is a good source. Private media like AccuWeather, some of the other
Brandon Copic
sources, they're fine too.
Looks like a lot more cloud
Don't get
cover
me
starting to
wrong,
filter back.
even the media.
The main reason why is because of moisture content.
Just don't want to deal with the hype. The National Weather Service is a really good source. Of course, I'm being accused now. IDK might see storms, might not. It's like literally the most anti-clickbait title anybody's probably ever had. So,
Anybody?
Yeah, there's a couple of guys were ganging up. There's a play the backstory since we got time. Here's a kid that was chasing the storm and pulled up on Rolling Fork, and I guess they had a Rolling Fork Mississippi event this weekend or whatever. And he went out there and took some selfies and some videos and stuff that most would find kind of in bad taste. But I don't think the intent was necessarily bad taste. You know, what folks need to understand is sometimes people don't have the communication skills or the skills to effectively communicate what they're saying. Just because they haven't developed
radar indicated.
You know, maybe they haven't experienced with it, whatever. I'm not calling anybody dumb. I'm just saying that some people just aren't good at communicating things. And I think the way this guy was trying to communicate stuff, it really came off as he was saying, "Oh, screw the people that actually got hurt by the tornado. Just look at me."
Texas.
Which is exactly what it looked like. You gotta look at the bigger picture, right? Like, I think it was more of a good intent, but really terrible execution.
He's got one issue here for Eric
So
County.
you can't fault that.
Yep, Eric County, you are now
There's no
under a
excuse for it, but at the same time, a bunch of these guys were taking pictures of them just like sleeping, but what a bunch of losers. Like, come on, like, two wrongs don't make a right. So I stepped in and said something. Reed, as controversial as Reed is, Reed actually stepped in and was actually pretty mean to these bullies. I thought that was pretty good. And I stepped in and said something. And that then triggered them to come after me and say that I'm exhibiting unhealthy tendencies because I'm profiting off people's misery and all this. And I don't know how I'm profiting off anybody's freaking misery. I literally put a camera in the windshield driver home these storms, right? I've determined that one of these days I'm going to go find somebody with a psychology major and I'm going to put them up to the task of studying human behavior around severe weather, because I'm starting to find that the storm chasers, not all of them, but many of them,
I kind of figured they would add something.
are very not nice. You look at all these people that have been doing this for 40, 50 years, like Warren Beatley and stuff, and wonder why they just can't stand people, and now I'm starting to understand why these older people that have been doing this for years and years and years are starting to come across maybe a little brass here, some new restorations. All starting to make sense now. So that's kind of the backstory. These chasers are just so nasty to this kid. Like, you know what? Say, if you want to comment on the kid's post and be like, hey, this is stupid, don't do your little video like this. It's coming across horrible. Don't do this again. That's one
We're
thing,
gonna go
but
back
to
up
bully him
north
and
and
just
check on this.
plaster his face all over Twitter making fun of him. And I know that these guys are watching me right now, so I'm making just
I
a
do want to
deal
look
out
at
of this
the
fight. Yeah, to just
high-res
plaster and
velocity.
just
I'm
slander
gonna
the
look at
kid
this
everywhere and block them, so they're obviously using them all
Okay, guys,
together.
so rotation
And then
near
just try
Sweetwater
to engineer
counties.
comments to try to
The
ruin their
one
life.
tornado warning I was
How
covering at the
miserable
beginning
do
of
you
the
have to
stream.
be? It
This
almost
is
makes
what
you
we're
feel
watching
really
at this,
bad.
of course I don't have a radar on, but
That's all I got to
this
say about that, because I know
storm
they're
right
watching me,
here,
because they're always out there complaining on Reddit.
rotation has died off now, it's kind of just dissipated now.
If anybody doesn't like it, I mean, change the channel. I'm just trying to
But once
stand up
again,
for
these
some of these
tornadoes
people. Like,
can,
okay,
these
honestly, I'll stand up for
warnings
people
can
that I don't even like
produce a tornado.
if the cause is right. Because I just, some
They
of the
can
stuff I've seen
recycle
is
a tornado.
downright brutal.
Because I know I've seen a lot of these storms.
Trust me, I'm all for you know, I come from the society and the kind of rural community where in high school, if you pissed somebody off, you punched each other in the face until you figured it out. That's the culture I came from, so I'm not a big fan of the wussy attitude anymore. Don't get me wrong, but that doesn't mean that mental health isn't a thing. I mean, sometimes I think, I'm going to be flat out honest, folks, and take this out of context if you want. I think sometimes
if any rotation
people
were
cry
to
the
be still be
mental health
present on our radar,
for views,
more than likely,
but it's not
it would be
necessarily necessary. But
more than likely,
I think a lot of people
the storm
are
went
just
out for Cheyenne
forgetting
County. That is
being
that
an
is radar noise you're seeing.
plug your ears
This would be
to
the area.
these people is it's freaking wrong. So that's what I think about that. Anyway, radar hasn't changed. I'm still unimpressed. But we're headed south, so I didn't even realize that we were on the damn. I didn't realize we've been on this interior camera this whole time. Sorry.
Yes, as you can see, we do a lot on Stormface or Brandon Copic stream here. We have a lot of cloud cover filter. That's once again, this is all because your motion. Vehicles are all over the upper 50s to maybe the low 60s. There's still, it's still enough to get cloud cover. And I can see, even just from a screen, I can see winds and cloud cover screaming from south to north.
60 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter side hail. This is a radar indicated threat. The following impacts are expected.
Looks like Cheyenne counties is under a severe thunderstorm warning, including strong
That's an observed tornado. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe we can get more info. Observed tornado, northwestern, I believe it's Collingsworth County, the Panhandle, Texas, until 4:15 Central Time at 3:52. A confirmed tornado is located near Texola, 12 miles east of Shamrock, moving northeast 60 miles per hour. Damaging tornado, public confirmed tornado.
Northeast at 50 miles per hour.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. Public confirmed. I don't know. We're headed there. We're headed there. That's the storm. We're not too far from it. We're here, so we're gonna drop south and get in the path. Figure it out. We'll wait for more info.
Cheyenne, Leon County, Sweetwater.
We'll need to wait for more info.
Dempsey County or Dempsey County. Some kind and Strong City. Yeah, there are some hail damage to vehicles expected wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we get some sort of higher tornadoes later this evening before these superstorms die off.
Western Oklahoma. County in western Oklahoma until 4:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time.
I'll be live for the next. If anything pop off
A severe thunderstorm
strongly, I should say,
miles south of
I'm probably gonna laugh from
northeast at 40 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. This is a radar indicated.
I just wanted to come live and kind of this whole event is not even less. It's probably a 3 to 4 hour max. I mean, this is not even a long lasting event. I should say it's not really a long lasting big severe event. This is just a super cellular event.
Red flag warning remains in
Yeah, red flag. I forgot to mention that, guys. We've got some pretty elevated fire danger risk out here. Back to this, like the little bit west, farther west.
I will be live for it.
You can actually turn those fire risk metrics on in the Radar Omega app. Or check with the SPC. Behind, back where it's a little bit drier, it's potential for wildfires again here. So not a good.
I'm gonna take Brandon Copic's screen off just for a second. I just noticed we had a new tornado warning for Eric County. I just saw that come in. Excuse me, we have 2 tornado warnings now. Okay, here we go. Okay, yep, here we go. The National Weather Service in Norman has issued a tornado warning for southwestern Beckham County in western Oklahoma until 5:45 p.m. CDT. At 3:57 p.m. CDT, a confirmed tornado was located 9 miles southwest of Texola, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. The source is weather spotters, our very own weather spotters have confirmed this. Hazard is damaging tornado and quarter-sized hail. Yeah, this is the stuff I was talking about that could happen today, and it's happening. Location impacted include Eric County. This also includes Interstate 40 between mile markers 4 and 9. Yeah, I kind of noticed something was going to happen for Eric County because I saw that the inflow kick in. I saw that on radar. Do we have a... I want to check the high res, see if there's a CC drop, correlation coefficient. This might be hail over here. It's very hard to tell. All that might be just hail. I don't see anything. Once again, this tornado warning for Eric County is on the ground. We now have weather spotters, our trained weather spotters that have confirmed this now. Once again, we have a second tornado warning we have for northwestern Collingsworth County in the Panhandle, Texas. This runs until 4:15 p.m. CDT. At 3:52 p.m. CDT, a confirmed tornado was located near Texola, or 12 miles east of Shamrock, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. Once again, that's 60 miles per hour. This is a damaging tornado and ping pong ball size hail. The source was public confirmed tornado, so somebody from the public confirmed this. Someone, a citizen of the public confirmed it. Yeah, if you would. I really want to get that technical. Let me check the rotation on this. Because I have a feeling the rotation, yeah, we're starting to see a little bit more of that rotation. So, if anything were to form, it would more than likely be like right here. That's where we see a tornado form near Eric County. That's where we see the tornado on the ground right now. This little, what I call a couplet. And tornado warning back down towards Shamrock County and Collingsworth County. More than likely, that tornado warning would be right here. That tornado would be located right back in the southwestern portion of Texas. Because usually usually tornadoes like to sit within the southwestern portions of thunderstorms usually, because they get that southwesterly flow coming in. You get that southwesterly flow from the Pacific southwest, and it really starts to really just crank, like the winds start cranking at probably more than likely it's going to be about 50 to 60 knots. I'm going to check on the correlation coefficient, see if we have a CC drop. Once again, this is our debris tracker here. Okay, I'm starting to see a little bit of something here near Texola. I'm starting to see a little bit. I can't tell if it's hail or not. It looks to me like it could be hail. Really, it looks to me like it could be hail. Once again, if you're just tuning in, we have two tornado warnings near one that includes Eric County in the Panhandle of Texas, and one that includes northwestern Collingsworth County in the Panhandle of Texas as well. Really, we just have a lot of stuff going on today. More than likely, if these two tornado warnings, okay, new update on the tornado warning here for northeastern Collingsworth County. They're saying a damaging tornado. There's no more hail on this for northeastern Collingsworth County. They were including northwestern Collingsworth County, but now it is northeastern. They kind of downsized the warning. They're still saying public confirmed tornado. And it's still a damaging tornado. I'm not seeing anything in terms of the correlation coefficient. I'm really just, it's very broad. Okay, I'm gonna check back on the rotation here. I mean, it's very broad of what we have. Very, very broad. But it's, okay, I'm starting to see why they kind of downsized this tornado warning for northeastern Collingsworth County now. Really got that strong rotation. Really just cranking. Really, this will be our main area of concern. This area right here. For Eric County, I'm not really seeing anything. I'm gonna check back on the radar here. Okay, I'm starting to see a hook on the storm now. It's very, very little, but I'm starting to see, if y'all can see this C right here, it's like a backward C. Sorry about that, I just had to do something. Yeah, this backward C here. Yeah, backward C is what we're really seeing. Once again, this is our hook echo. That's what I'm talking about when I say backwards C. Because it kind of looks like a C to me. Now, if it was a real strong tornado, we'd be seeing the hook, like really strong. Like we'd be seeing like an extension down here. We'd be seeing like that almost. But right now it's a very broad hook. Get to here. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go on a high res reflectivity. Yes, here's our hook. This is our forward flank downdraft on the top of this storm right here. The little C that you see here, this is our, what we call our hook echo. Okay, here's what's radar scanning here. Still got that backward C, or hook echo. This is kind of almost, it's turning into a, what we call a classic textbook hook echo. Sorry, I just had a, there's something wrong here. Yeah, our backwards C here is what we're watching. Here's our inflow or warm moist air going to that storm. Probably once these 2 tornado warnings die off, I'm probably gonna call it a day. So if we take a look at the models here, I'm gonna pull up the models for y'all real quick. So this is what we're seeing right now. We're seeing these storms in the Panhandle of Texas here really fire off. So I'm gonna get a closer view of this actually. Let's go to here. Here we go. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, I'm seeing these clusters of supercells. If there is a really discrete event here, we'd probably see a strong tornado out of this. Strong tornado threat condition. But what I'm seeing here, so as we head over the next hour or so, those storms really head off to the north-northeast. Really, some of these actually intensify as they get closer to North Texas into Oklahoma, actually. What I really wanted to show y'all was the Southern Great Plains, basically Texas, all of Texas, actually. 19Z, which is Zulu time. As you can see, we do have that squall line. This is what I've also been looking at pretty much all of today. We're here pretty much popping up for Central Texas, actually. I wouldn't be surprised, this is, once again, this is tonight, over 9 hours. I would not be surprised if a couple of these storms embedded in this line had a tornado with it, pretty much right here and right here. These are our 2 main areas where we would have that tornadoes, or those isolated brief tornado evolve here. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna head back to the radar here. Okay, they should be letting that tornado warning for northeastern Collingsworth County expire. It says it expires in 5 minutes, but I don't think they're going to do it early. Okay, yeah, they just let this tornado warning for northeastern Collingsworth County expire. Once again, it was just right back here. They just let it expire. Well, we still have the tornado warning in effect for Eric County, still ongoing here. This one goes for the next 34 minutes, actually. I would not be surprised if they let it expire before time's up. Before the expiration time's up, because I see the storms are actually moving out of the warned area. I mean, it's only got this little part of the area, part of the storm left in the area. More than likely, I'm probably gonna call it a day on the stream here after this tornado warning for Eric County expires, because I mainly went live for this initiation event when the supercells initiated, because here within the next hour or so, they're going to be heading off. I mean, as you can see, they're heading off to the north-northeast right now. Pretty much over the next, I'd say probably next 30 minutes, this storm will be moved out of the area. So once again, here's our inflow of warm moist air going to back storm here. This is our inflow. It's what we call our AKA dry slot or clear slot, because there's not much precipitation. There's very little in that area. Alright, here's the last radar scan here. This is for Eric County. The storms have almost moved out of the Warren area, so I would not be surprised if they let it expire before the 32 minutes is up. Just because usually you don't want to keep people under the warning if there's no storm in the Warren area, obviously. I don't see any storm chasers on the scene for this supercell. I don't know why. I'm not really seeing anything, or anybody, actually. Yeah, the hook has kind of died down on the storm here. It was like kind of like that, a backward C. But now it's kind of just on a line. It's kind of forming into a line almost, almost like a QLCS line, a swall line, aka. Alright, is this radar scan, or excuse me, a tornado update here for Eric County. This has just been downsized to just for Eric County. This is now being radar indicated, which that means usually when they do that, if it has said a weather spotters confirmed tornado before and then it goes to radar indicated, usually that means there's a tornado that's not on the ground anymore. I kind of saw that on the I was kind of seeing that on the correlation coefficient actually, because of the way the damage looked. I'm sure there was some damage within between what we call radar scans. Just very brief. They just let that special weather statement for just right north-northeast of Eric County expired. So what I'm doing, actually, they say it expires in the next 30 minutes, but I think it's going to move out before then, actually. It's going to move out of the Warren area before then, because these supercells are wanting to move. They're not going to stay. I mean, we got the southerly winds really cranking, especially in the lower levels. It's probably about 50 to 60 knots. So. We travel appears. Yeah. Alright, new severe thunderstorm warning now includes. Let me know if in the comments if I'm saying this right. Sabre County. Some of these counties I've never heard of, so it's kind of new to me. This also does include Eric County. They are saying at 4:15 p.m. CET, a severe thunderstorm was located near Eric County, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. So I'm kind of noticing a decrease in the speed of the thunderstorm movement here at the whole cell. They're also saying a tornado warning is also in effect for the part of the storm very close to Eric County. Once again, this includes 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail, source as radar indicated. Honestly, I would not be surprised if this tornado warning near Eric actually got possibly extended. Not really in time, but like in area coverage-wise. Although that they did downsize it, I'm kind of looking at some rotation that's headed near, just right northeast of Eric County. So let me go to rotation. The losses. I don't play it there. Alright, as you can see, we start to get that tornado warning storm move in. So here it is, right now, as we speak. But what I really think is, I predicted that this was going to go big. But I also had a little bit of a idea that this was going to be a bust. Because, you know, some of the ingredients are not... We have enough of the ingredients, but they're not really... I should say, strong in any means. They're very broad, very modest. I mean, they're very... What should I put it? Very light. In terms of, so usually you need about 500 joules per kilogram of instability. Once again, it's like putting gasoline into a car. It's what makes it run. This is what helps severe weather. So basically, you need about 500 joules per kilogram. Basically, we have about 1,000 to about 1,500 right now. I mean, which is it's plenty enough for this severe weather event to pop off. It's a lot of just instability. But what we mainly have is the low-level winds here. That's what we're seeing a high risk, I shouldn't say risk, but a high and more of a tornado risk or a tornado ingredients that we need. This tornado warning for Eric County, it expires in the next 25 minutes. I'm so sorry if y'all are hearing anything. Sorry, there's some stuff going on outside. I actually do plan to take this channel storm chasing one day. I really hope that I can one day. Alright, the rotation has moved out, or just about out of the tornado warned area here of Eric County. This is what we're seeing here. So we're seeing this tornado warning. I'm pretty sure it's going to expire within the next 5 minutes or so. Yeah, that storm is just about out of Eric. It's very like the tail, mainly like the tail end. Mainly the tail end is what we're watching here. I'm gonna check on the velocities one more time. Yep, the rotation is just about, it's very little tail end is what we're watching. These little tail ends here. I think the tornado warning will expire here soon. Probably as soon as this tornado warning expires, I'm gonna call it a day on stream here. Because I just want to go live once again for the initiation of these supercells. The storm is just about out of Eric County here. I'm gonna refresh it. Alright, here's us scan here. Actually, you know what? This storm might actually be out of the warned area. Because if you think about it, if y'all look at the time down here, where my marker is at, 4:15 p.m. and it's 4:23 right now. I think the storm might already be out. I don't know. What's that? Once again, these scans come in every 5 to 10 minutes. Depends what radar is showing the most. I'm going to refresh this here, actually. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong thing. I'm gonna put it at 7 frames, actually. Latest radar scan should be coming in soon. I really do. I think the storm near Eric County is already moved out. Alright, they just let the tornado warning for Eric County expire. There's just a severe thunderstorm warning in effect. Yeah, here's the latest radar scan here as of 4:23 p.m. just a minute ago. The storm is kind of extended here a little bit, but other than that, I think I'm gonna call it a day on the stream because the initiation stuff is already, well, it's moving northeast now, and it's I don't think it's gonna do much more after this. We're waiting for tonight. I'm not planning on going live tonight for anything, but we're watching for a potential squall line in central Texas that could even impact the I-35 corridor. I might go live tomorrow for there is a significant hatched area for a strong tornado tomorrow in the Mississippi Valley. With large hail and damaging winds, all hazards possible. There's a level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk for severe weather. Once again, that's tomorrow afternoon into early evening. That is for Mississippi Valley. I might go live for that. But thanks everybody for tuning in this afternoon. I will be hopefully covering some stuff here soon. But severe weather season is ramping up very quickly. Thanks everybody for watching, and please make sure